Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, before I start this lesson, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. My name is Tazaman Kamath, coming from the Camp Prophets in Babylon here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teaches this truth and well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that scatter abroad. Okay. And as you see on this photo that I have, it says, "The path to paradise begins in hell." It's a quote from Dante Alighieri, I believe. But, hey, he says, the path to paradise begins in hell, man. And guess what? Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, hey, man, we in hell. We in hell to get to paradise, all right? And, you know, as the elders, they always say, they always say, hey, we have to go through, you know, this wicked time to appreciate righteousness, okay? And also, to be able to be a God, we got to know both good and evil, all right? So while we in this evil time, we're going to appreciate the righteousness. We're going to appreciate being, you know, under you know, everlasting rule of peace and sincerity, you know, by our Lord Yahushai, okay? But I'm gonna grab this first in Second Esdras, I believe Second Esdras, the 6th chapter. We can start at verse 7. Second Esdras 6 and 7, and it says, "Then answered I said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau," which you know is spiritual, man. Because when Jacob was in the womb, these are two nations that are fighting. And what's the two main characters in this world today, man? Jake and Esau. We hate each other, man. And most definitely Jake will destroy Esau, man. We just not in a power seat right now. The Lord, you know, put this man on top for a set time, okay? But now his time is running out, okay? Hell as we know it, this world that we live in, which is hell, is starting to deplete, okay? The water's starting to dry up. You know, things are starting to dry up. And the spirit of the world is changing. It's changing very drastically. You know, the spirit of this world is changing very drastically because Yahweh Shema Shai is coming back, and he's going to put his people, starting with the elect of Israel, on top. Okay? Now, all Israel will be saved through the elect, but the elect are the first fruits, okay? But like I was saying, Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So, like I said, the two nations that were fighting, Jacob and Esau, Jacob pulling down the heel of Esau is pulling down that power, okay? It's pulling down that power. Because what's at the bottom of your feet? Your heel. Okay, and your hand is at the top. Okay, look at even Nebuchadnezzar's dream that Daniel had depicted. You know, his feet were of iron and clay, and the stone hit it. Roughly paraphrasing, that stone was Yahushua destroying the feet, man. And we coming into power. All right, which shows everything is spiritual. Okay. Verse 9 says, "For Esau is the end of the world." Okay? When you go into this word world, it goes into eon. Okay? Now, we in the Apocrypha, they don't have blue letter. Okay? But for Esau is the end of the world, this end of this age of this world that we live in is under Esau. Okay? So this age that we live in is going down. It's the end. Okay? And says, "And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." Okay, so for that paradise So for that paradise to begin, we have to start, in hell. We got to start when Esau's ruling, man. Because the Lord punished us, man. We are in punishment. We are in timeout, as you could say. Okay? The Lord put us in timeout and punishment and grounded us, man. He took all of it. He wanted us to know how furious he was. So he put Esau, the base man, okay? Which is it's very humbling, as you could say. So let's get Acts 14. Acts 14. We can start at 22. Because we have to go through this, all right? Acts 14 and 22, it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. When you exhort somebody, you build them up. You encourage them. You tell them to keep going, to keep grinding. That's exhorting. You boost up their confidence. When they're down low, you exhort them, okay? And it says, where was I at? Oh, and it says, in exhorting them to continue in the faith, all right, which is this truth, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of heaven, kingdom of the Most High, okay? So we have to go through much tribulation, which is Jacob's trouble. All chaos, anguish, people going crazy. Man, hell, look, all out hell has not even started yet, man. But we living under a base man. But wait until Esau comes in like a flood, comes in with his great wrath, with his great deception, with his great, NWO. You gonna see, man, great tribulation, man. But only the elect is gonna go through much tribulation and come out of it, perfect. Okay, because the Lord is coming back for the elect. He's not coming back for all Israel. Because all Israel can't be saved at this time, man. They have to die first. Because they're just mentally gone. They're not seeking Yahushua. They're not reverencing. They're not reverencing Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So they got to die on the side, man. And a lot of Jake, they're going to line up for that charagma. Okay? They're going to either, die from Jacob's trouble, die from famine, die from the sword, or die from the charagma. And die from nuclear missiles. Okay? So that's crazy. But, we got to go through much tribulation to enter to the kingdom of the Most High. So that paradise, we got to go through hell. We got to go through hell, man. Let's see. Let's get this. I believe in 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. Yep. This is 2nd Ezra 7 and 1, just to broaden the point. And it says, and when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night before. And he said unto me, up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, speak on, my power. Then he said unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case the entrance were narrow, and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it, and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? There is also another thing. A city is builded, and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. That place of paradise. Okay? And it says, the entrance thereof is narrow, and set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. So that's a place of, that narrow, that straight. When you go into the word straight, path of difficulty, that's hell, what you got to go through, man. That narrow, straight gate, that's your own personal, destination of hell, man. Every brother got their own, set design of hell. And that straight gate they have to go through. It's going to be rocky. It's going to be bumpy. Some might be smooth a little bit, but not too smooth. But it might be smooth a little bit. But it's narrow. It's straight. It's difficult. It's hell. Because you don't want to fall on the left hand or on the right. Okay? And it says, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could only, so like it says, so small that there could but one man go there at once. Now you see, it says, if this city now were given unto a man for inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Okay? How are you going to receive it if you never went through it? If you never went through the danger set before it, the danger set in hell. See, Jake don't like going through nothing, man. They don't like to go through what the Lord put them on. That fire, that adversity, you know, that temptation and all these things. You have to go through it to even inherit this kingdom, man. The Lord want to see how strong can you endure. How long can you endure? So let's get that too. Matthew 24, I believe 13. Right? Matthew 24 and 13. And it says, but he shall, Salaki, it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right? You have to endure unto the end. This shit not easy. And nobody told you it was going to be easy, man. Whoever told you it would be easy is lying. Okay? You have to endure unto the end. You have to make it all the way until Yahushua calls you up. All right? You have to make it all the way until Yahushua calls you up. And that's the same shall be saved. That's the promise the Lord told us. If you endure unto the end, you know, I'm going to save you. Okay? Hey, we got to remember, faith and works. You got to have faith and works, man. Okay? Let's get 2 Peter. 2 Peter 3. Give me a sec. Bear with me. Yep. All right, so we can start 2 Peter 3 and 11. We can start there. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, right, by nuclear fire, because the Lord is coming in a thief in the night. When you read up on this chapter, it goes into how the Lord is going to destroy, you know, this earth, especially America, by nuclear fire. Now, the earth is not going to be destroyed. It's still gonna be here, but there's certain places that has to be destroyed by nuclear fire. Okay, but it says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right, seeing that all these things are going to be dissolved and burnt up, elements going to be burnt up. What mind state should you be in? Okay, and it says, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay? Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. When you go into that word new, it goes into the word refreshed. So, and renewed. So you want to be, the earth is going to be refreshed. It's going to, when you see a wildfire, for instance, you know, you going through, that's a hellish condition for the earth. You know, again, and burnt up and stuff like that. But every time after a wildfire, what you see after that, you know, new roots, new plants, new flowers getting brought up and sprung up. Okay, you see that because the earth is refreshing itself. It's killing off the dead and springing up the new. And that's the same thing that's going to happen when the Lord returns and, you know, destroys Esau, man. That cancerous, them weeds that's in this earth is going to be rooted up and taken out and burnt. And what's going to spring out of it is, Israel, starting with our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So, man, Lord will, this lesson been edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Till next time, I say Shalom.